It was inevitable. Viltrox has aggressively moved over the past 3 years from manual focus to autofocus lenses, then to a variety of different lens mounts and platforms, expanding their features and performance along the way. And now they've turned pro. I'm Dustin Abbott, and I'm here today to give you my quick review of the first lens in the new Pro series from Viltrox, the Viltrox Pro AF 75mm F1.2 STM. It comes first to Fuji X mount, and I've had a chance to review it on the new 40-megapixel Fujifilm X-T5 APS-C camera. This is a stunningly good lens at a very affordable price of $549 US, and we'll explore why this lens should definitely be on your radar if you are looking for a nice portrait lens for your Fuji camera, right after a word from our sponsor. Today's episode is brought to you by Phantom Wallet, the minimalist modern wallet that is now even better with the new Phantom X that is crafted from aluminum right here in Canada. It is 22% smaller and 35% lighter, while still making it easy to access your cards and money when you need them, thanks to their unique fanning mechanism. You could even customize your wallet due to its modular design, with accessories like a money clip, cash holder, ID display, and even Chipolo and AirTag tracking integration. Visit store.phantomwallet.com to check out their unique sizes, styles, and finishes that span from aluminum to wood to carbon fiber, and use code DUSTIN15 for 15% off when you're ready to check out. Viltrox's Professional series brings both new feature upgrades along with optical upgrades. New features include an AF/MF switch on the side, along with weather sealing for dust and moisture resistance. As before, we also have a USB-C port in the lens mount to allow for firmware updates. There is an aperture ring with 1/3 stop detents and an option to put it in automatic mode and to control aperture from within the camera instead. There is no D-click option, however. The manual focus ring is very wide, ribbed in metal, and nicely damped, though there is a feel of some focus stepping, which makes precision a little bit harder. The Pro 75mm is quite large and heavy, at 87mm or 3.42 inches in diameter, leaving a 77mm front filter thread. It is 101mm in length, or about 4 inches. It weighs in at 670 grams, or 23.6 ounces, making it larger and heavier than either the Fuji 56mm f1.2 or 90mm f2 portrait lenses. The reason for that weight is obvious when you look inside, where you will see a lot of nice optical glass. The lens is also all-metal construction, save the lens hood, which is plastic. Inside, there are 11 rounded aperture blades that do a great job of maintaining a circular shape when the lens is stopped down. Minimum focus distance remains a Viltrox weakness, as you can only get as close as 88 centimeters and achieve a rather poor 0.10 times magnification. Autofocus comes via a lead screw type stepping motor. Autofocus sound is very quiet and smooth, but the lens could use a bit more torque. Speed is fine for normal focus changes, but big changes have a bit of lag to them, as you can see when I do my hand test for video purposes. Likewise, video pulls are smooth, but there is definitely some settling before the final focus lock is achieved. I did have very good focus accuracy for portraits, pet shops, and general photography. Autofocus, I think, will be just fine for portrait or general purpose use, but I don't think it will be fast enough for action photography, though that is hardly the primary purpose of a lens with an f1.2 aperture. On the Fuji APS-C platform, the 75mm has a full-frame equivalent focal length of 115mm, which is in prime portrait range. I was very impressed when I first saw the MTF charts for this lens, as they suggest a stunningly high performance even at f1.2 and a flawless performance when stopped down. You could even shoot quality landscapes at f1.2, as you can see here, and portraits are very sharp from f1.2 on. Control of chromatic aberrations is at near apochromatic levels, leaving photos extremely sharp and crisp. This is a great pairing for the new 40-megapixel high-resolution sensor of the Fuji X-T5, and as you can see from my chart test, results are sharp right across the frame, even on this demanding sensor. The corners are a little weaker, wide open by comparison, but by f2 they are very crisp. Lens sharpness is pretty much flawless from f2 to f11, though diffraction will cause some softening after that. There is no measurable distortion, though vignette is rather heavy at f1.2, over 3 stops in the corners. The lens does receive corrections on Fuji, however, so real-world results looked very clean. Bokeh is surprisingly soft and creamy for so sharp a lens, and I felt the overall rendering reminded me of much more expensive lenses. I don't think I've seen a nicer portrait rendering on the Fuji X platform, and the quality of the optical glass here is an upgrade over previous Viltrox lenses when it comes to the quality of color temperature. The Pro 75mm showed little flare issues in most normal situations, though extreme backlit situations like shining a flashlight into the lens definitely caused some problems. Overall, however, this is a stunningly good optical performance and well worthy of the Pro designation. In conclusion, the Viltrox Pro AF 75mm f1.2 is going to be a disruptor in the platforms it comes to. It has a great suite of features and performance packed into an attractive, though slightly large and heavy package, and at $549 it comes in at a price point that is sure to be hundreds of dollars less than the chief competitors. I'm excited about this lens, as I love the focal length and the maximum aperture combination, along with the images it produces. You can find more information by watching my definitive video review that will break down performance in detail later this week, or by reading my text review that is linked in the description. You'll also find buying links there. Thanks for watching, have a great day, and let the light in.